Hello. Let me know if you can hear me. I fixed the audio tonight, so hopefully it's working. Martin helped. Martin, my IT man. Yeah, let me know if everything is working. If you can see everything okay. It's very bright. I tried to fix the camera. Remember last time we streamed, I said I had to figure out how to use the camera and make the sound better. Well, I did try. Let me just adjust everything. And say hi everyone. Let's see who's here. So many people. You guys are all chatting. Hi Sasha. Hi Wendy. Hi Leanne. Hi Lorna. Hi Rachel. And hi everyone else who, if you're working and lurking. Audio is much better. Very good. I had to just tweak the setting. There was like a setting that I had to go into the audio preferences and turn it all the way up. It was down to like minus 20 dB, so I had to turn it all the way up to 0. So yes, and you should be able to hear the music. Not right now because it's a new song, but in a second. Oh, okay. Martin's just dinged me. He's my he upstairs. He's watching the stream. Martin, say hi to everyone. He's normally very busy. He managed to pencil me in his very busy schedule and help me out tonight. So he's going to be watching for like probably a couple of minutes. And then when he's gone, we can all talk about him, which will be nice. So let me just get organized because I've got all my windows overlapping here. I can't see my reference. There it is. I knew he would do that. I knew if I said, Martin, say hi to everyone, he would literally say hi to everyone. Such dad jokes. All right, cool, loud and clear. Nice, yay. So, I just want to put some lip balm on, actually. I was meant to do this, but I kept forgetting. We appreciate your help, we sure do. All right, so is the picture okay? Because I want to turn the lights up to make it a bit brighter for me, but then it's kind of like blows out for you guys. I did test all this before and it looked okay. But I don't know, when I'm streaming, it's like, you know. Like we'll talk about boys, not birds, right? Birds on our minds. So yeah, we're gonna be doing burb fest stuff tonight. I got this cardboard here. I think I showed it in my last video last week. It's like got a line through it where it got bent in the mail, but it's meant to be for packing. So like packing prints, I think. From Jackson's. Was it Jackson's? Casa. It was like £2 or something. It's just a bit of cardboard. Probably could have got it from free from somewhere else, but yeah, it's gonna be to stop the lights, and then my plan is to have it covered with paint at the end. So we'll see. Mine says it came in a cardboard box that was bigger than this. It did, but it got bent. It was bent. The whole cardboard box was bent, and also it was wet, like it had been sitting on the floor in the rain and soggy. So, hi Juliet. Okay, let's get started. So basically what my plan is tonight is to try and get through as many birds as I can, because I really want to see if I can get all the birds done today and tomorrow, so I'm free at the weekend. Because at the weekend on Sunday we're going for a hike, so that'll probably be like most of the day. And then on Saturday we have to go into town, do chores in the morning, and in the afternoon probably just paint Warhammer models. So I'm going to be pretty busy at the weekend. I don't know if I have much time. So let's see how many birds we have left. Sandwich tern. This little guy here. Eastern yellow robin. So cute. Himalayan monal. So 3. 4 with this nightjar. Terrifying bird. 5 with the crown pigeon. That can't be right. Can it? Is that really only how many birds are left? How many days are left in the month? What's the day today? It's Thursday. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So yeah, 6 birds left, guys. That's amazing. And also Artie's here. Hi Artie. I was wondering if you'd pop in today. I'm glad you did. So this is what we're gonna do. Get through as many as we can. This one's half done. And you're gonna see my process tonight too, which is cool, because I was gonna film some for YouTube, but I've been really lazy. I'm busy, so I haven't. I'm gonna say more busy than lazy. You guys know I'm not that lazy, right? So time has flown by. Martin with the jokes. Where has January gone? I know, right? All right, cool. So this one here, we just have to be the pencil. And then this is what I've been doing. In my sketchbook, I already have the sandwich turn. I gave him a whole spread. Normally I only give them half a spread, but I painted him gigantic. So I had to fill up the whole page. And honestly, this bird is one of my favorites on the list. Such a cool bird. So we're gonna start with the sandwich turn, paint him. While we're waiting for the paint to dry, draw this bird, paint another one while we're waiting for that to dry, do that, and it's going to be like a conveyor belt. Like, we're just going to go and go and go and go. So we have to start now, otherwise we'd be chatting for ages and we wouldn't have started. So firstly, here's my sketches. You can see them. I put them up here so I can see them. And what I have been doing is actually going from the sketches. So this guy here, I have the reference image up on the screen. Like, I'll have the reference image if I can find them here, but then I'll try and copy this sketch instead of the reference, but I'll look at the reference for color and stuff and just to make sure I haven't missed anything. That's what I've been doing because I find it a lot easier to stylize the bird in sketch form. Oh, these are naked ladies. This is like a sketchbook that I haven't, I did this in 2020. Yeah. So I'm just using it for Burb Fest now. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's the plan. What's everyone else doing tonight? You guys drawing? Or please tell me someone watching the dog. You drawing birds? What are you drawing? Wendy says, bit funny to me that when you first mentioned painting models, you were like, I just don't think I have time. And now you have a whole new Instagram account for it. I do. Obsessed with it right now. I love that sandwich turn sketchbook page. Yes, so cute. And also the sandwich turn is really interesting because he's named after Sandwich, the place in England, which I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, right, let's get on with it because otherwise we'll be here all night. I love how I'm like, it's such a chore. No, I'm actually really happy to live stream. I missed you guys. I missed chatting with everyone. This, like, doing one live stream once a week and then doing the video once a week has really been helping me though. Just for the first few months of the year. So I'm gonna keep doing it probably till March, and then hopefully we can ramp it up again and do a video a week and a live stream a week. So I'm gonna use a pencil. I try and pick the lightest pencil I can. Sometimes I pick it in the color scheme, sometimes I don't, and I just pick this one because it's my favorite. Middle verdigris. And now comes the hardest part, guys. Picking the bird, because I like all my sketches normally. I love poses that are like really long. The problem is though, is I keep thinking in the back of my mind about Instagram and having it on a square, and also about having it on A5 because I really want to try and sell all my originals at the end. Well, I want to put them up for sale anyway. I don't know if I'll sell any. So I have to like think about it. And sometimes I think about putting them like this so I can put the long one here. But I've had them all like this so far and I just want to keep it like that. So what I'm thinking is I really love these guys here, but I feel like they belong in a pair. I also really like these guys. So I might just pick one. And then obviously there's this dude here, which I haven't actually sketched. So that could be kind of fun. Or this one, which I think is a bit boring. I like the ones where they have the long necks. So yeah, the bird on the left looks like he's judging someone. These ones, they look like they're like in a little group and they're gossiping about another bird, aren't they? Alright, cool. So I don't know what one I'm gonna do. Last night I actually drew one. No, 2 nights ago with the, what was it? The osprey. I drew it and then I rubbed it out and drew another one. So change my mind as I go. I think I'm just gonna do one of these because I really like them, and unfortunately Pinterest is doing that annoying thing where it doesn't show, here we go, it doesn't show the entire picture. So I can't really zoom much more than that, but that should be fine. And then I've got my sketch in front of me, this one here, which you can just about see. So I'll probably go off this one and then I'll just look at the reference if I need to. All right. Oh, bird pool or arty, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that for the next one. Will you include painting your models in your next vlogs? No, I won't. those Warhammer models absolutely rock. I personally make my own miniature houses on a 1 to 12 scale. It's a nice arty side hobby. That sounds super fun. We started doing like our miniatures. We started doing our miniature book shop, which I have some of my stuff in my stories. And then as soon as I got into Warhammer, I was like, clean the table, put all that in a box, and maybe I'll revisit it one day. Probably should finish that soon though. But no, I won't be doing anything in my vlog, mainly because I have to do so much, guys, and I just want something that's just for me. So if I feel pressured if I was gonna show it or film it. And also, like Artie mentioned, it is really difficult because they're so tiny. I've been watching vlogs of people paint them, like videos of people paint them, and it just looks so uncomfortable. Like you literally have to get let me see, what can I use as a model, like this close. So I don't think it'd be possible to film it. But I have an Instagram account which I'm just gonna be using as almost like a blog. A blog? Is that a thing? A photo blog? Fog. It's funny that they have a word for a vlog, like a video log. They have a word for blog, which I guess is I don't know what the B stands for, but the writing blog. But why don't they have a photo blog, like a FPO? I was trying to FPOG. Yeah, like this. Fog. Photo blog. I don't know. It's like the conversation goes, oh my god, Kathy, did you see her head feathers? Who does she think she is? I love their head feathers though, that's so cool. So the only problem with this is that his body is really long, like he's got this really long feather that comes out, and I can just see that I'm not going to be able to do it. So I may have to erase. This happens quite a bit with me, actually. I'm so used to being in a sketchbook where you can start anywhere that when I come to paper, I tend to sometimes draw them in the wrong place. So it's just quite annoying, actually. So I'm going to draw it in the same place again. I don't know if you can see any of this. Let me zoom so maybe you can catch some of the pencils. Yeah, very light, sorry, because it doesn't erase very well, this pencil. So what I was saying is I'm going to draw it again, but I'm going to draw it smaller. So like the body used to be here, but I'm going to draw it up here now. And then hopefully, because it's smaller, we can fit it on the page better. So like this. And sometimes I look at the reference and then I have to remind myself to look at my sketchbook. And also I have to be careful about erasing on this paper. This paper is the Fabriano Super Smooth Botanical. It's called Botanical Super Smooth. And the problem is that I found if you erase too much, it kind of does that pilling where when you try and put water on it afterwards, it kind of gets bubbly. So yeah, gotta be careful with it, but it's quite a nice paper. I actually really didn't like it when I first started using it, but I've been using it every day for, well, not every day, but I've been using it a lot for like the last few weeks, and it's kind of grown on me. I'm still think I like more textured paper, but it is growing on me. All right, cool. So that's the basic shape. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's really faint. Sorry if I do this, maybe, but it's fine because we're gonna get paint on it now anyway, so you'll be able to see it. Let me just move some things around. I'll zoom out again so you can actually see some stuff. And I'll pop this here. And then I've been finding this sheet that I did when I first got these paints super helpful. So I can see like what colors. I kind of know most of the colors, but some of these reds here and some of the dark blues and purples, they look basically almost the same on the palette. So it's quite helpful to have that and look at it on the side. What are you guys chatting about? I imagine the Warhammer models secretly living in your miniature houses. That's an interesting idea. Going in there with their swords and spears, reading the book. I tried painting models once. You didn't like it, Leanne. It wasn't for you. The funny thing is, Martin got into it. He's been wanting to do it for years. For like at least since I've known him, and we went to a Warhammer shop once. It was like in Southampton, I think, when we lived in Southampton, And the guy was so pushy. All he wanted was to try and get us to come in and do like a workshop, and he put us right off of it. Like, he was so pushy in the shop, and all we wanted to do was browse, and he was just coming over to us, you know, like, what can I help, what can I do, blah blah blah, do you need this, do you want to do a workshop? And we just left and we never went back. So we went into this Warhammer shop in town, and it was completely different. Like, the guy was so chill and nice, and like, they still seem super excited about, like, to tell you about everything, but they also just can just let you, like, get on with it, which is nice. So you probably can't see what I'm doing. I'm just painting white paint on white paper. I feel like the screen is too bright. Is it too bright, guys? I feel like there's like a very fine line between being able to see what I'm doing and being too bright. We'll get there one day. At least we got the audio fixed this week. Next time we'll get the camera fixed, and we'll just work up incrementally. The week after that I'll get my painting fixed, you know? It'll be fine. I was thinking flog too. Flog. I feel like that's got like a really bad connotation to it though. I love painting Warhammer models back in the day, but just couldn't justify the time cost because I'm not interested in playing the game. Yeah, neither am I, Julia, actually. Oh, so yeah, what was I saying? I was halfway through my Warhammer story, wasn't I? So we went into this place. Martin got the Warhammer stuff, and it's a couple of weeks, like, we keep going back. Martin keeps wanting to get more stuff, or like talk to the guy, or look at the paints, and I'm like loving life because I like, you know, I love chatting to people. So we go into the shop, Martin's looking at the stuff, and I'm just like chatting away, making jokes about the Warhammer models as you do, and then I was just like getting more and more curious about it. Like, what's up with these Warhammer things? Why are people so into it? So we went Wednesday, was it last week, the week before? I basically told Martin I was gonna go. I was like, Martin, we're going to this painting thing. I don't know if he wanted to go, but I was like, Martin, we're going. I wanted to go see what this is about. And then we went, and it literally was so fun, guys. So fun, painting a tiny little, it's like not even my style. If I'm gonna paint, it's not like I would even paint a monster, you know? I'm just looking at the colours over here. I think I need this one. But yeah, it was fun. It's just fun doing a new hobby, you know? Get to try all the new, like, all the exploration and all the new tools and everything. It's just nice. So what I'm doing right now, just so you know, you're like, yeah, we know, April, you're painting the doy. I'm just putting tiny little bits of colour in. So I'm looking at the photo. You can kind of see on the one on the left or the right, he's got like that orange under his wing. So I'm taking inspiration from that, and I'm just kind of trying to add a little bit of colour in, because otherwise it will just be white. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but you know me, I love my colour. So I'm just mixing a few different colours, like red and pink and blue, and then we'll do the grey of the feathers. And this one's going to be a pretty easy one, actually. Not much underpainting, which would be nice. Okay, Wendy says doesn't look too bright. Awesome. I met some other model painters there that were amazing and used tiny airbrushes. Yes, I've seen people do their airbrushes. Oh yeah, that was your experience too, Leanne, going to the Warhammer shop. It's a shame, isn't it? People, they ruin it for them. They don't understand that what they've done. Like, they don't realise when you left the shop, oh, that's too pushy. So they just think, oh, must not be into Warhammer. Katie's here. Hi, Katie. You could always sell the painted models and just have fun painting them. Yeah, that's a good idea, Leanne. If I was ever going to monetize, I could also try and do that, but I probably won't. It sounds like a lot of extra work. Yeah, it's a lot. I spent 4 hours doing it. I'll show you later. It's on in the table in the kitchen. There's a whole Warhammer 40k thing, film, TV coming up. That's cool. 40k is the sci-fi part, and I'm doing the other one. It's the Age of Sigmar, which is, they have like a fantasy one and they have a sci-fi one. So I'm doing Age of Sigmar. That's what Martin's doing too. All right, so now I'm just going to paint in the black bits. I know what you're thinking, April, you need to get your eyes tested. That's clearly blue. It is blue. And I'm actually going to make this, the head run really dark, because then we can put some like super cool neon pencil over the top of it and make it like disco turn, which will be fun. And I've really been enjoying using these watercolors, guys. I haven't used watercolor for ages, but I've just been loving them, and they're so nice to do as underpaintings. So right now I've got this brown, which you can't see, but it's this one here, and I've been doing this a bit. So I get the brown, and if I want it to be like a grey but I don't want to add black, I'll just add the brown into it, and it kind of makes a blacky color, like a darker color but more of a grey, so it's not like super black, which looks quite nice, I think. We'll do a little bit of the tail up here. I'm not going to do the long tail, which is a shame. I'm just going to do a short one. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? The penguin from, I was going to say Hansel and Gretel now. Wallace and Gromit, when he has, it was when the penguin's dressing up as the chicken and has the glove on his head. Do you guys remember that? See if I can find a picture of that, if no one else knows Wallace and Gromit. Oh, my mouse isn't working. That's weird. Hello? Mouse. My computer's been doing some really weird stuff lately. Look at it. It's on like right click by default. Okay. Okay. Oh god, I've just opened. I've done like a window inception. Right, let me just do this. Sorry, I know this is really annoying, but I just wanna Wallace and Gromit penguin chicken, and we'll see if that works. Yes, this one here. I don't know, it just cracks me up so much when he dresses up like the chicken. Can you see that? You can't even see that. Okay, wait, it's on. Alright, let me shut all these windows down. Look at the chicken, the penguin with the chicken with that. It's so funny. I love Wallace and Gromit. They need to make another film soon. Didn't their studio burn down though, unfortunately? Oh yeah, I did do a whole month for Monsters Arty, you're right. I love everything you post, make out. Try soon to join your Patreon to support you as my favorite artist. Aww, that's so cute. That's so nice of you, thank you. Yeah, my patron, if anyone is a patron here and they're watching, you'll know that I haven't been very active on Patreon this month. I'll be more active next month because I'm doing Hansel and Gretel stuff, but this month I have just been a little bit absent. So my patrons have been, I'm sure, very nice about it, and no one's said anything. Like, where are you, April? But yeah, that'd be lovely if you joined. Next month I'm going to be doing Hansel and Gretel stuff for my upcoming trip to Bologna to go to the book fair. And so I'll be posting all of that stuff on my Patreon. I won't be posting it on Instagram until I'll probably post it like the finished bits, but I'm going to try and keep that like a Patreon project, just because I feel bad because I haven't really posted anything on Patreon for the last couple of months apart from updates and stuff, because I've just been so busy. And you can't really do an update like, sorry, I've been busy, you know. I play a lot of Dark Tide, which is a 40k session. No, I haven't heard of that one. The space gothic aesthetic is so good. That does sound fun. I've been looking into this thing called Grim Dark too. Don't know if you guys have heard about that. Martin says, I had something on my control key. You always do this. It's true. I probably had my book on it. The other day I can't remember what happened, but something wasn't working. I was like, Martin, it keeps like turning on and off or flickering, or I couldn't remember what it was exactly. And Martin came in and it was like, you have your space key pressed down, and I had like a book on my keyboard that was just like pressing the space key. I do always do that. Austin Rosson's here. Hi. Discovered Wallace and Gromit for the first time last year, and honestly it was the highlight of my year. Yeah, Wallace and Gromit it's just so British. I love it. They're like quintessential, like my childhood, like Christmas. Alright, so his little nose is, his beak is like yellow. I'm gonna do it orange. Then we can like highlight it maybe with a pencil. Got this tiny brush that I got from Jackson's, I think. Number 2. Yeah, this is when I was doing I was trying to paint like Rebecca Green, and I was painting like with a tiny paintbrush. It's actually come in super handy though for details, which has been nice. All right, so guys, that's literally all I'm gonna do. So sometimes I'll do just a tiny little bit like this, mainly for the white birds, because I always do the feet in pencil. And sometimes I do way more like this. Like that's quite a lot of paint. I mean, obviously it's like 1,000 colors. I'm just gonna leave that. Hopefully it'll be dry by the time we finish off the finch, and then also do a couple of more pages of the sketches. So I'll leave that over here. You can probably see also, I don't know if you can see it, but here there's the faint line of where I erased, but I didn't erase it all. So I'm gonna try and sell the originals, and I'm just gonna pop on like the post or wherever I have them that it has marks on it, like it has pencil lines. I mean, it's not like perfect, you know. One of them even has a biscuit stain, which I don't know if I can sell that one, because it's like I was eating a biscuit and I smudged some crumbs into it, and it like made the gingerbread like a ginger biscuit shaped and coloured stain on the paper. So yeah, that one comes with a free snack. Anyway, let's move on to this little dude. He's a finch, a Gouldian finch. Has anyone done Birbfest today? Did anyone do Birbfest a finch today? Saw so many finches. It was so nice to see all the different birds today. I've definitely, yeah, look, okay, it's definitely not open. Let me just click this. Ah, there we go. Probably should put my keyboard somewhere else, but okay. So I decided to go with the guy with the black head. There are many heads, many different colored heads. The ones with the red heads are lovely as well. I just really like this little dude. I loved his pose. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna pop the paints to the side, and I'll pop this to the side. Although I can show you the sketches. I haven't posted this on Instagram yet. I'm gonna do it after the stream, so you can see the sketches. This little dude here. So I tried to kind of like copy the shape of him. Like I think the sketches always turn out better than the finals, which is really sad, but that's just how it goes. And now we use the pencils. Katie's a patron. Katie says, I'm a patron. It's okay. Thanks, Katie. I've been so inspired by you adding those different neon colours to your birds. I painted my mum's favourite bird for her birthday yesterday and used your technique. It's very April-esque. That's so cool. What bird was it? What's your mum's favourite bird? I do love adding little bits of pops of colour like this, you know? It is fun. Alright, so let's pick the pencils. So I try not to use too many pencils. I love my pencils so much, guys. Sometimes I just look at them. They're so beautiful, aren't they? Alright, so for this one we're going to need a lot of colours. We're going to need a black. So sometimes I've been using black. Sometimes I've been using the dark green one, which I cannot remember the name of now. It's here though, so it's fine. Dark indigo. That's a purple, isn't it? Is dark indigo a purple? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, we'll use black today, just because I'm feeling rebellious. They say never to use black, but hey, we do not listen to them. I'm gonna need purple, so I'll use like this light purple for lilac kind of highlights, and then a dark purple, which I don't have, doesn't exist in my life. So, I mean, I don't even use all these colors. Sometimes I just pick them. I just pick the colors. Yeah, I'll use these, and then I just use like three of them. So, I'm just looking at the colors. So we're gonna need green, something greeny. Look at this green. This green is nice, but I don't think it goes over pencil paint very well. We can test it though. And then like a gray. And then we'll just pop in this one and this one. These are my two favorites for neon, like neon-ish highlights. So this one's anthraquinone pink, and this one is, oh gosh, it's lost the name of it. Does anyone know the name of this one? It's like, I can't remember the name. It's a lovely color though. Okay, put all these aside and then clean the pencils up. I go through this every night, guys. I have to tip my pencils out, choose the colors. I need to find a better solution for the pencil storage, but this is all I've got right now. Okay. Grimdark as a style is fantastic. Most of the Dungeons and Dragons campaigns I'm in have that feel to them. Read grimdark books sometimes. Play grimdark PC games. Leanne, would you consider, because I don't know much about grimdark, but in my head, when someone says grimdark, I think of BioShock, the first one. So would you think that BioShock, if you've played it, is a grimdark game? And if not, can you give me an example? And then I can kind of like picture it in my head. Because I've only just like learned the term. And it's interesting. I do like it. The stain makes it authentic and tasty. Always wanted to try steampunk style illustration. Oh, actually, is BioShock more steampunk? I kind of feel like it would be, right? Because it's got all the steam machinery. If anyone here plays BioShock and knows of it, you will know. If not, it's an awesome game. If you like games, you should check it out. It's really old now, though. Good game. Very creepy. Andrea Marie, you're still working on the Osprey. That was a couple of days ago, right? That's fine. Lots of people are just dipping in and out and doing like birds that they like. I've been doing a challenge called January, where I try and make it through every day in January. How's it going for you? I feel like you're doing well. And look, you're almost there. It's like 6 days to go. You can do it. I enjoyed your latest video, Wendy. You're one of the people who inspired me to start making videos. Oh, that's so nice. I liked Wendy's last video too. Was that the goal video, or did you have a newer one than that? I liked your goal video, Wendy, although I have to admit I did start feeling a bit anxious for you because you were listing so many things that you had planned. And in my head I was thinking, oh God, it's too much. But then I thought about all the things that I do and that I try and plan, and it's basically the same. So, but I think your goals are really good. You got a lot in store for you this year if you try all of those things. I haven't played BioShock, but it's got some grimdark feel to it. BioShock's so fun. Witcher is a popular recent example of grimdark. Is it? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I feel like it's not dark enough. Also, they definitely cancelled The Witcher, right? Did they cancel it, or did what's-his-face just leave it? Not super high fantasy, kind of bleak and gritty. Okay. Yeah, BioShock is steampunk. Yeah, as soon as Artie said steampunk, I knew I had got it wrong. I've been acing the January challenge. That's good to hear. Okay, so with the birds, what I've been doing first is just starting. I don't really have like a... Normally I start like with dark, go dark. I don't really have a... Guys, I don't have a plan. I just go with what I feel my heart is right. My heart's telling me, April, do the eye. So I'm going to do the eye. I can't talk while I do this. I have to concentrate. I'm not ignoring you guys, but I can't talk to you. She says, talking to you. The eye always freaks me out because I know that if I get it wrong, it's going to ruin it. Like you can do a lot to a picture and it will still stay really nice, but you mess that eye up, you've messed up. And because I'm trying to make all of these as perfect as I can, not perfect, but you know, I don't have to edit them. I'm trying not to edit them much. I've basically just done the levels. That's all I've done in post. The levels, so when I post them on Instagram, I scan them in, I do the levels, take away the paper texture, and I fix up any, like so this here, this tiny dot here, I would get rid of that, and that's like all I would do. Oh, Game of Thrones is grimdark. Interesting. I know I'm exhausted just thinking about it. You'll be fine, Wendy. Pick one thing and start it. When you get bored of it, move on to the next thing. That's what I do. It's been working for me so far. No, you'll be great. I think it'll be awesome if you do another Kickstarter too. That'd be fun. Alright, so I just realized I don't really have a colour for his beak. I need a darker color than this pink. So I'm thinking like I guess a red. This one here is permanent red. I'm impressed I've kept up with Bird Fest. I haven't posted every day. That's awesome. Anyone who's managed to do it so far has done a super job. I personally, I think if I wasn't like hosting, I probably would have, I wouldn't have stopped, but like today, for example, I wouldn't have posted today. I would have been like too tired, but after this I'm gonna go upstairs and scan it in, get it all pretty looking, and then post it to Instagram. But yeah, like last night, guys, I was so tired and I just could not be bothered. You know when you just don't want to do, like you don't want to sit at your desk or your table or whatever and just like pick up a pencil? I was feeling that yesterday. It was just such, it's been a long week at work. Not bad, just really busy. Like I've actually been doing some really fun stuff at work, but it's just been busy and I was just so tired last night. I definitely would have skipped it. And I did not like my bird last night that I did. But I knew if I posted it, some people would like it, so I did. You know, like when you don't like something and you post it anyway, and then it's like one of the most popular things, and you think, okay, I guess if I don't like everything I do, I'll go far in life. I'm trying to look for a really pale pink, but I don't think I have one. I have this color, but it's not very pale. It's like a fleshy color. Burnt ochre 10%. Sometimes what I've been doing as well, actually a lot of the times, is just testing the pencil. What was that? I do apologize if there's any children watching. That was a lingerie image that flashed up on screen. Oh yeah, I'm definitely should just move my keyboard. That's dangerous, that is. Gee whiz. You guys have been chatting so much. Let me catch up. My mum's favourite burb is the kingfisher. Oh, great bird. She loves a complimentary blue-orange combo. Thanks to Birdfest, where I developed the burb with small people style. It helped me paint this gift. That's awesome. That's what I really love about doing challenges like Birdfest and Inktober and Peachtober, is that you can, because you're drawing so much, you can try so many new things. Like, you don't have to, I guess, but like for this one, I haven't really tried anything new. I think it's a different style though than I normally do birds. I think that's because I know that I'm trying to make them look nice on paper rather than just like in my sketchbook. So I've been like thinking about them more, and then like they can become a bit stiffer. I think it's not the best actually. I haven't been enjoying it super a lot because the stiffness. But yeah, lots of stars, guys. So many, all the stars. I love stars. Okay, here comes the line phase of the drawing portion, where I just add lots of lines. And I'm like, yeah guys, these are feathers. In my head, that's what I'm thinking. Guys, these are feathers, guys. Definitely. Don't look too closely. Just kind of like squint your eyes and they're feathers, definitely. And because it's on this black background, I'm using lots of different colors to kind of just get a bit of interest. And I don't cover the whole thing because I don't want it to like be super textured. It's just like this. Henry Cavill. I didn't know how to pronounce his last name. Cavill left Witcher to film the new Superman. Hey, didn't he get fired from the new Superman though? Oh, and then that movie got cancelled. Season 4 will be played by Liam Hemsworth. I would not be watching that. Now Cavill is not doing the Highlander either. I know. I think when all that was happening, there was something about him being like cursed or something. I felt bad for him. And he's like a cool guy. Like if you watch his interviews, I mean, he's super nerd. Don't get me wrong. But that's what's cool about him, you know? He's not like the typical Hollywood guy. He's like into super nerdy stuff, which I like. And he's hot, so. I'm editing a snowy sketching vlog for this Sunday, but it's the most amateur production ever. I'll keep an eye out for that one. I forgot the name of your thing. I think I sub to you, Julia? I'm pretty sure I did. Let me have a look. Let me double check. It's Chroma File. Chroma File. Let me have a look. Live on YouTube. Okay, here we go. Chroma File. Is your thing like a little petal almost? Looks like a little petal. I think it is, right? Yes. I subscribed. Done. The Netflix Witcher is profanation, not an adaptation. As a Polish person, absolutely disgusted by the abomination of the show they created. Is it Polish? Is The Witcher Polish? I haven't read the books, but I did enjoy the first season. I did not enjoy the second season. And I think I only enjoyed the first season because I really liked Yennefer. She was so cool. But yeah. MC here. Hi, just joined. Love your streams. I rarely chat, but just know I'm always lurking. Not a problem. I'm always lurking too. In my own streams. In my head. I'm chatting to myself. I'm saying, yeah, April. You're doing the stream so good. Keep streaming. Everyone's chatting with M. Everyone loves M. Me too. Emily, I saw your posts of your tiny miniature that you're working on right now, and it made me feel a little bit bad because I have packed mine away and put it in a box on a shelf. I probably won't get it out again. But every time I see your pictures, I'm like, should I? I won't though. I won't. Let's have a look. I've been trying to use all my different supplies. Katie, you've been trying to use all your different supplies. Is this for Birdfest? Or just in general? Alright, so this is one thing that I did struggle with my paints. And that's this blue here. Because I don't have that super vibrant blue. But luckily, we have this lovely pencil. Which I've also forgotten the name of. And it's so small now, it's going to be difficult to draw with. I do have a replacement of this though. But I'm trying to use them all right down to the nibs. The nubs. So I'm going to try and do like... It's very difficult to draw with these pencils actually, guys, when they're so small like this. But I'm gonna try and make this the dark color and then keep the paint for the light color, if that makes sense. So yeah, sometimes I'm doing a lot of drawing. Sometimes I'm just letting the paint do most of the work. Just depends, I guess, on the bird. So we'll do that, and then I need to find a light color. Maybe this one here. It's middle verdigris. It's not very light. And then also sometimes I use the Caran d'Ache Neo colors at the end, and that helps too. Right, bit of green. There we go. Right, let's have a look. Who's chatting? Oh, that's so cool. You found me from Emily. That's awesome, Sasha. It blows my mind how much better areas on the illustrations look after you add pencil to the base layer. I know, pencil literally saves everything. I do not understand. I am confounded, is that a word, by people that can paint and they don't use any other media. Like, how? They amaze me. I've tried it, I can't do it. It's hard and I don't enjoy it. So, also I love all the art supplies. But on this one here, I don't know, I'm kind of, it's such a pretty bird, but I feel like it's so much paint on it. It doesn't need a lot of pencil work, you know? Like I don't want to go crazy, like overboard with it. I don't think you subscribed yet, but no pressure. Juliet, you witnessed it today. I have subscribed to you. And I'm looking forward to your vlog. I probably won't watch your swatching videos because I don't watch anyone's swatching videos because I don't like swatching videos. I've said this before. I think a couple of weeks ago, I told everyone publicly on stream that I didn't watch Artie's videos because they were about swatching. I felt really mean. I apologized to Artie afterwards. But yeah, I don't even make, I make swatching videos. I'm such a hypocrite. Okay, so Artie says it's by Andrzej, I'm not gonna even try and Sapkowski. The translation to English didn't do it many favors, could have been better. That's cool, I didn't know that. I didn't know that The Witcher was Polish. Cavill apparently left The Witcher because writers don't actually like the show, but he's a big fan and felt it was going in the wrong direction. I think that's cool of him, actually. Because that says a lot, right? Like, I'm sure he was getting big money for that show. Okay, so this here, the purple kind of like went into the yellow. So I'm just gonna cover it up and probably, yeah, do this. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing until I start to do it. I'll probably just do this, just for a little bit. Does Jackson's have something like a pencil extender to use with the tiny one so your hand doesn't cramp getting the last out of them? It does. And I just saw that Artie says that I have one. I do. I have a pack of 10. I don't use them. I think I sent some to Katie Moody actually, because I don't like them. Books are Polish. They're based on a lot of our folklore and culture, and I just feel so hurt that Netflix absolutely Americanized it. Ah, oh, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. That's really cool though. I have to try and read the books because I did enjoy the show. Like I said, the first season. And everyone knows books are always better than shows normally. What do you guys think of this bird so far? I feel like I'm not really doing much to it. I don't know, I'm not really feeling it. I was trying to think of what to say. Like, I'm not really feeling a connection with this bird. Which sounds so weird when I say it like that. It sounds so like airy fairy. Guys, I'm just not having a spiritual connection with this bird. I don't know, I think I'm not getting like bored of birds. I never will get bored of birds, but I do think I'm itching to do something else. I just haven't had time. If I had a lot of free time, I mean, I guess I have been doing a lot of other stuff, but normally I would be doing landscapes and stuff in my sketchbooks, but I haven't been. Just been drawing birbs. It's been fun though, guys. I'm gonna do a video probably next month about Burb Fest, but not a lot of drawing. I'm not gonna do a lot of drawing because I haven't filmed anything. But what I'm gonna do is do like a experience, like what the experience was like hosting an art challenge, because it's been a wild ride, guys. And then I also want to show some of my favorite artists and like the community. So I think that'll be really lovely. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's see, Haley's here. Hi, Haley. I know swatching videos aren't your thing. It's okay. Plenty of people love them. Yeah, it's true. I do swatching videos too, I guess. I do art haul videos, but where I swatch them out. It's just the swatching videos where it's like I'm literally going to swatch out these colors. And the only times I will watch those videos is if I want to buy some of that material. So like with these guys over here, the Ecolines, I watched the Pigeon Lady, Peggy Dean, is that her name? Pigeon Letters. I watched her swatch out the entire set of these, but I didn't even watch it. I just scrubbed through until she showed like the page with all the colors on, and then I picked my colors from there. Swatching videos always make my wish list bigger. Yes, that's true. All right, let's have a look. Someone said, hi, Marianne. Hooray, watching live, yay. Welcome, Marianne. He has principles, and that's good. Apparently, Jason Momoa and Gal Gadot and The Rock are still Warner Brothers because they had DC contracts and the movies have not materialized. I do like The Rock. That's all I took away from that entire paragraph. I do quite enjoy The Rock. You need a name for this burb. What do you guys think? I'm thinking something like super boring and straight, because then people will be like, whoa, I thought you would be named something a lot more colourful than that. But he's not. He's just called like, I don't want to insult anyone's name, I was just trying to think. I was like, careful, April. Don't say anything insulting. Something like very plain. I'll let you guys decide. I'm completely skipping this bird. The colours hurt my eyes. They don't feel balanced to me. I mean, I think he's a lovely bird. I think they're really nice together, like in a group. But they're not my favorite. It's not my favorite bird on the list, if I'm honest. And looking at this, it just looks like a mess of colours to me right now. But we're gonna carry on anyway, because we gotta finish him. He might turn out nice in the end. Sometimes I feel like when I add the stars, it kind of brings everything together, which I really need to get out of doing that. I feel like I use it as a crutch to kind of add something. It's like like I mentioned, next month I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff for Hansel and Gretel to try and get my children's book portfolio ready for when I go to Bologna. It's not going to be ready, guys. I can tell you that 100% right now. I'm not going to have anything done for it. I'm just going to do my best and take what I have, but I don't have much faith that I'm going to get stuff done. But yeah, I'm going to be working on all of that next month. And what I was trying to get at is I was trying to say that I'm going to try and work on characters and landscapes, like characters and scenes, or even like little vignettes of scenes, because that's what I really struggle with, is putting something in a place, you know? Oh, so many names, guys. Oh, I totally want to try Ecolines. Yes, Wendy, they're so lovely. I do love Natasha Newton's. Yeah, I have watched a lot of Natasha Newton's videos in the past. Her voice is so soothing though, honestly. Someone already said they decided what paints to buy based on my videos and I made me so happy. Oh, that's cool. I always wanted to know, what does Mintaka mean in your name? I'll let you know in just 2 secs. I'm just gonna look at these names. Okay, we got Norman, Walter, Fred, Norman, Bob, Stanley, John. I do like Norman though. I like Norman as well. We shall name this bird Norman. It is done. Norman the Finch. You can't see, I'm just writing on my sketchbook here, so I don't forget. Okay, so I've said this before a couple of times on stream, so if you've heard the story, don't listen. Just stop listening now. No, you can listen. So my name, Monkey Mintaka. The word monkey is monkey. Mintaka comes from a name in a book I was reading at the time by Wilbur Smith. It was set in ancient Egypt. It's an amazing book, the Warlock series, if you've read them. And there was one character in there called Mintaka. Mintaka is also the 3rd star in Orion's belt of Orion, the constellation in the sky. And I thought to myself in 2004, what a lovely name. I shall use that for my DeviantArt. So I went on DeviantArt to make my account and I put in the username Mintaka, and then the password I was like monkey, because it's kind of like a family thing. My family call me apes. We call my sister Monkey, call my brother Monkey Boy. So it's like, I remember that. But along the way, I did some mistakes on the keyboard. I accidentally put in monkey twice, and when I pressed enter, my username was Monkey Mintaka. And I thought to myself, sounds good. So that's the story of my name. Sarah's asking, what are we naming? We're naming this bird Norman. He has a place in the world. He has an occupation. He has a family now. He has a life. Norman. I don't know what that is, but it will come to me in a dream, I'm sure. Let me just quickly try and find a pencil. This one here. Just want to kind of go around his eye to just darken it up a little bit. Done. All right, someone asked, how does the Bologna Fair work? Okay, so I have never been to the Bologna Fair, so I will be able to answer that question a lot better afterwards. I haven't even done any research into it, guys. I didn't even remember to buy a ticket until last week. I'm on a WhatsApp group with a bunch of people that are going, and they were talking about the tickets, and I was like, I need tickets. So I bought tickets last week, which I would have forgotten about. So basically, I don't know anything, but I'll do my best to explain. So the Bologna Book Fair is like a fair, I think it's been around for years. I think it's mainly for publishers and book sellers and buyers to meet and buy new books, do contracts maybe with schools and stuff for libraries. And it's basically just a place to buy and sell new books. And then I think, I don't know how or why or when, but somewhere along the way it kind of turned into a place for illustrators to go. They have talks there, they have competitions now, they give out awards for things. There's like an illustrator wall where you can post your stuff, like a business card or posters. And then also you can set up portfolio reviews by publishers or agents or creative directors, where they look at your portfolio and I guess they review it. They'll tell you about it. People even find jobs there, I've heard. So I'm not going with any expectations at all, because at this point I don't even know if I'll be able to get anything done for portfolio, because I think my style could work in a children's book, but like I mentioned, I really need to work on character and setting, storytelling, sequential drawing, like drawings one after another that tell a story, things like that. So until I kind of have that sorted, I don't expect anything, but I just want to go see what it's about, meet some people, make some contacts, eat some pasta. I think it's going to be super fun. I'm going to try and make a little video about it as well. I'm not sure what type of video, because obviously it's going to be like super overwhelming, but yeah, I'll try and do something. Okay guys, I think we're almost there, because like I mentioned, super not feeling Norman. Sorry Norman, it's not your fault, you're a lovely bird. I want to move on to the sandwich turn. Alright, I haven't completely finished. We still got a few more bits to do. Rupert's a good name. Oh, I love your username backstories. Thank you. It's about the lore, the Monkey Mintaka iceberg. This is just the tip, guys. Alright, so next up, the most important part of the piece, what color to draw the stars. So obviously with this bird, I mean, we have multiple choices, endless choices almost. I just want to do a little bit of shading down here. I don't know, I feel like this guy needs neo colors is what he's missing, which we're gonna get in a second. Neo colors, I think that's gonna fix it. So we're gonna do some colors. I just normally pick some colors from the bird, so I think I'll go with some greens, because I'm kind of feeling the green vibe. So we'll do this one, tiniest one. We'll do middle verdigris, and then maybe like a complementary color like this orange. So yeah, so if you guys are drawing, let me know what you're up to. I don't know did you guys tell me what you were drawing? All right, I'm gonna do the star. So it's very difficult to draw with this tiny pencil. And I've been noticing that I've been drawing my stars really weirdly, like super on a lean. Okay, look at that, guys. The messiest star ever. Wendy's working on a sticker sheet. That's cool, Wendy. I need to, after Birbfest, I'm going to try and turn some of these things into stickers and prints and things. Haven't done anything for my shop for so long. I shut my shop the other day, like last week. You know, like when Royal Mail was doing that thing where it wasn't sending packages overseas, a lot of people were closing their shops. So I just closed my shop and I haven't opened it. That Royal Mail sending mail now overseas, but I'm like, do I need to open it? No. I'll probably open it when I have some Birbfest stuff. Because honestly, I was getting like one to two sales a week, if that. Alright guys, I need to replay this because I just went onto a new playlist. I just have to make sure it's not going onto a different playlist, because otherwise my YouTube video might get muted. So let me just turn off autoplay. There we go. Cool. Katie's drawing her finch. Lovely. Juliet's coping with a migraine. Not lovely. I'm sorry, Juliet. Andrea Marie is painting the osprey and sketching the finch. Your stars just have personality. They do. I do like the stars. I like drawing them kind of funky, but sometimes I find I've been drawing them almost like parallel. I don't think parallel is the right word. I've been drawing them like sideways. So normally what I would do at this point with the stars, I like them to have a super pointy point. So I've been sharpening my pencil, but obviously this is not going to work because this pencil's so tiny. I'm going to have to get real low, guys. I'll see you in a little bit. Because I have to get right down to the page. I have to have my nose brushing the page, basically, to get the point of the star. And then we can move on to the next one. So I've been doing 3. Sometimes I do 5. Sometimes I do 2. And sometimes I do 6. But on average, I've been doing 3. And so I do a big one, a little one, and then I'll do like another one down here. So we'll do one down here. And this is how I like to draw them, with a little head, little arms, and then like really long legs. So this one here is not my typical shape because the pencil is so small. This is like the typical perfect shape that I like. I need to draw something else apart from stars though. I think sometimes when I'm doing birds in my sketchbook, I'll do like flowers or berries or branches, but I don't know. I just love stars so much. And then I think I'll do an orange one up here to kind of like balance it maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Tiny little one. Sometimes I put too much on the page. Like that, that's cute, I think. All right, here we go. So I just need to, this guy's too skinny. Ta-da! Now, I don't like this tail. I'm sorry, Norman. I don't like your tail. We're gonna have to fix it. I haven't done any soupies like these. It needs some soupies. This bird doesn't really have soupies. Also, I just noticed the tail is so long compared to the picture. And it's not the right shape either. It needs to like be square, like this. Okay, I mean, the branch is skinnier on my one, so I guess that could kind of work. All right, and then lastly, guys, we're gonna use some Neocolors because I think this has become really muddy here, and Neocolors is gonna help. Do you have a video talking about what you think about SVS course you're taking for children's books? I've been thinking of giving it a try. I think you said it was SVS anyway. It was SVS. It was SVS Learn Children's Book Pro course. I don't have a video about it, but I am going to be writing a review on my Patreon this week. I wanted to get that out this month because it was actually a request from one of my patrons to have a little review. So I'm going to try and write it at the weekend. So it's going to be on Patreon. Self-promo. It was good, like general overview, quickly. I enjoyed it. I mean, I like anything those guys do, so, but yeah, I probably will try and go into more detail because that'd be a pretty crap review. It was good. I liked it. Artie's just vegging on her sofa. Lovely. Is it possible to get Bologna Fair tickets? I'm so intrigued now because I really want to get into illustration. Yes, you can still buy them. It is in Italy though, so you'll need to get flights to Italy, obviously, or train. And then you'll need to find somewhere to stay, which could be the problem because I think a lot of things are getting booked out now because it's in March. Katie says, did you do one with Good Ship Illustration? I did. I was actually going to chat about that at the start because I did the Fly Your Freak Flag, which is all about like finding your style, creativity and stuff. It actually starts again today, and because I have it for life, I get to join all of their live calls, and they had a live call at 7, but obviously I was doing this. I'd much rather be spending time with you guys. But yeah, I did Fly Your Freak Flag. It's got a lot of good reviews on their Instagram. If you look on their Instagram, there was some good stuff in there, but for the entire course itself, it was alright. It wasn't the best course I've ever done. but there were some good tidbits in there. All right, I want to basically try and make this yellow. I've got yellows everywhere. All my colors are all mixed up. Basically what I was trying to say is I want to try and get rid of this black mark here, but I think I need a light color because I can't, this will just make it darker. So I'm thinking this very bright white, like yellow. Maybe we can, this is an experiment, guys. I don't know if this is gonna work. So what I'm thinking, go over like this with the light one and then mix in the darker one. And I don't know if this is gonna work. It could look really ugly. You won't know until you try though. What do you think? Kind of hit it a little bit. Only problem, you cannot go over this. So like if I wanted to put pencil over this now, impossible. Would not be able to do it. Yeah. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know, selectively without thinking, put in the pencils. Just trying to like pop out some of the colors. Like this green was very dark. What else? Maybe like on the tail. But I don't want to do too much to it because like I said, I'm not like a super fan of this bird. So sometimes when I'm not really enjoying something, I know that you can probably keep working on it until you like it, but honestly, sometimes I think it's just easier just to like forget it and move on to the next one. I'm trying to find, this will do. I wasn't looking for this, but this will do. All right, I think I'm gonna stop there. What do you guys think? Finished. I definitely have done birds I like better. I think it's this whole yellow portion here. It's just very boring to me. But adding the pink also I don't like. I'm just gonna stop there. It's finished. Let's have some water. Oh, that was cold. Did you do one with the good ship? I just answered that. Just read the same thing over and over. I love you painting so much more than the picture. It doesn't hurt my eyes. I think the colours are a lot more muted than the photo. It's quite muddy actually. I'm not a fan of this one, guys. I just noticed this needs to be like dark down here. All right, we're finished. We're moving on. So guys, this one's kind of dry now. Should we go ahead? Or what's the time? Should we just go ahead and finish this one or should we do some sketches? I'll let you decide. So I can either finish this one on stream or we can do sketches for the next bird, which is the Eastern Yellow Robin. So if you'd rather see sketches, fun sketches, or boring line art, let me know. Artie says finish. You could with Poscas. I could with Poscas, Artie, but I haven't used Poscas at all in Burbfest or like paint pens, and there's like a part of me that doesn't want to change it. You know, it just wants to kind of keep them all the same. Leanne says, just started my first Lily Rogers course, the Portfolio Bootcamp. I haven't heard of Lily Rogers. What is that? What's that kind of portfolio thing? Is it for design or illustration? What's it for? I didn't want to do the ostrich, but I did a really quick doodle that day. Yeah, the ostrich was a difficult one. All right, put that away. Archie says finish. Chantel says, hello, finally caught you live. Hi, Chantel. Are you liking it, Leanne? Very not boring line art. Finish. Okay, got 2 for finish. I think sketches sound like fun. Okay, let's finish this one then, and then if we have time, we'll do sketch page. So should I zoom out or keep it this zoomed in? Zoom out a tiny bit. The camera only shakes when I touch it, and then it should stop. Perfect. Guys, I just put my pencils away. Let's get them out again. Let's get them out again. I really like it so far. Made some art I really wouldn't have otherwise, and the Facebook community is full of other friendly artists. Oh, I haven't heard of this. It sounds nice. I don't do Facebook communities though. Every course I've been on that has a Facebook community, I feel like I'm not really missing out because I hate Facebook. But sometimes I join it anyway, and then I forget to go on because I forget Facebook exists. It's kind of sad. All right, so the turn is black and white with orange beak. So not much in the way of choice, but this does allow us to use a lot of lovely greys. And who doesn't like a good grey? Just bunch this over a little bit. Here we go. You can't see the full picture, but it kind of gives you an idea. I love how Artie says, Lily Rogers is a very well-known illustration agent. Artie, I have never heard of this Lily Rogers, so can't be that well-known. I gotta look this person up though, because now I feel FOMO that I should know this person. Is she on Instagram? Lily, is it 1 L or 2 L's? I can't see. I've lost it. Oh, Lila. Lila. How do you pronounce that? Because it looks like Lily with the Y, but also like Lila with the A. Okay, here we go. Lila Rogers. I'm going to call her Lila. You're right, she is extremely well known. Just only like 100,000 people know of her. Okay, it's not that. I mean, you know, she's no Nick Cage, you know. Cool. Entrepreneur, founder, make art that sells. I know make art that sells. You could have just said that. I know make art that sells. I didn't know that she was doing that though. It's cool. All right, looking at my pencils, ask for them to talk to me, tell me what colors to pick. Oh, look at this. This is cool. It's like a bouquet, beautiful bouquet of flowers opening up. Let's go with blues. And greys. Everyone loves a good grey. Blue grey. Oh, this like green grey. This pink grey. And orange. And apricot. And we're done. I want a dark colour. Dark indigo. Perfect. Sometimes I just shove the pencils in willy-nilly, because I know that I'm just going to pull them back out again. I really need another pencil. Does anyone else have this problem with short pencils? What do you do with your short pencils, guys? Okay, this one should be pretty easy and fun to do. I have a good feeling about this guy. What should we call him? I feel like he should be called Roger. The portfolio bootcamp is many for illustration, but you could adapt it to design, and you get a mini assignment and a big assignment plus some live calls each month. That sounds fun. So you get at least one nice finished portfolio piece each month. So how many months is it though? That's the problem with courses. I just do not have the time for them. I have so many courses. I have Domestica courses. I have this entire 6-week, or was it 8-week course by Claire Bremner that I really want to do. My pencil keeps breaking. It's about abstract landscapes, or is it just about landscapes? I don't know if they're abstract or they're just landscapes. But yeah, one by Claire Bremner, who I love, and I just don't have time to do them. I still have to finish the Children's Book Pro course, which I've watched all the videos, but I'm only up to week 8 in the homework, and it's like a 12-week course. So I think it's 12 weeks, could be 10 weeks. I could be lying to you guys. All right, so I'm gonna do it like not black, like this kind of grey color, which is raw umber, 50%. And sometimes I just go a little bit wacky and mix up the colors for the line art just because I'm feeling fancy. Because I start one color and I realize it's too dark. So I go on to the next color, I realize it's too light. So just changing it up as I go. My pencil sharpener is blunt. There we go. I feel like I'm losing the plot a bit, guys. I like the Facebook group better than the course. That's funny. I also dislike Facebook. I haven't had an account for years, but I made a new one for the course and I'm glad I did, even if it's on stinky Facebook. Yeah, I don't like Facebook. Martin sent me a message on Facebook the other day and I was like, why? You know I don't go on there. And then he made me go on there to read it and I was like, come on. Sometimes I don't like doing line. I do line and I just don't like it and I don't know why I did it. I think to myself, why'd you do that, April? I want to try lineless art properly one time. Like I've tried it in the past a little bit. Like I've tried to do lineless art for a few illustrations, but it's never really stuck. I've always gone back to doing line again, but I don't like line. Like I like line, but I also want it to be simpler, you know? 11 bird fest so far. Sad there's only 4 left to go. I've completed tomorrow's. That's cool. You've done the turn already. Nice. Love a good grey. That's my favorite color. I love greys. So many different kinds, and they're not even greys. It's like a muted blue or a muted pink, but they just call greys, I guess. They're lovely colors, aren't they? Greys. Just trying to figure out what to do with the line, like what color. I think I'll just do blue. So this is what I meant when I said my work was like getting stiff, because in my sketchbook I've been so rough with my lines, like so sketchy, like look, but this was done almost like effortlessly, you know, like no thought went into it, no worries about anything, just sketching it. And it's so like, I mean obviously it's not perfect, but it's so much energy and charm, and then you come to this and it's like, oh, look at that line that you drew so carefully. It just doesn't feel, it doesn't have the same feeling. So I try. It doesn't really work sometimes. I'm like, I feel like you're trying to force it at that point, you know? I think a lot of people have the same problem though. I think it's a very common problem to go from a sketch to like a final piece or like a nice piece and not have that energy. It's actually one of the things they do talk about on the Good Ship illustration, actually. They give you like tips for how to like keep the freshness. But I guess I'm just not very good at keeping fresh. People also say use paper that isn't like the best paper. So like use cheaper paper so you don't feel precious, or copy your sketch, which I try and do sometimes, copy my sketch instead of copying the photo. But it's just hard. It's hard because you just think, if I put this line wrong, then I'm gonna have to redo this whole thing again. You don't think that in a sketchbook. You just think, oh, I'll just do another sketch. Like, I'll just do a sketch next to it. So I guess maybe it just comes with practice, having like knowing, like trusting yourself to be messy. I don't know if I'm just waffling right now. I feel like I am. I feel like I'm just waffling. I have made such a mess. This is what happens when you have your pencils rolling all over the place. Pencil extenders. No, you missed the whole conversation about pencil extenders. Make Art That Sells is her school. I do know Make Art That Sells. They're very well known. I'm also terrible at buying domestic courses and not finishing them. Harder to prioritize them when they don't come with deadlines. That's very true. The SVS Learn children's book course sounds so good, just a big investment. It is really good. I would recommend it. As a high level, a high tier review, I would recommend it. Do you scan your birds for your posts? I do. I scan them in. I mentioned earlier, I'm trying not to do much after work. Is that a thing, after work? Try not to do much retouches or draw overs, because the problem is with me, if I know that I'm going to be if I know that I'm going to be scanning it or doing anything digital, I will be so messy. Like, you should have seen my monsters at the end of Peachtober. It was just basically a mess on the page. And then I feel like I spend twice as long, if not longer, in Procreate cleaning it up. So because I knew that I was quite busy this month, I wanted to make it so the paper was like 98% there. And then the last little bit in Photoshop, all I do is scan it in and do the levels so there's no paper texture and so it's brighter. And then also get rid of like any weird things, like sometimes there's pencil lines or a mark or something on the page. So yeah, it's like literally taking me 3 minutes in Photoshop. So it's fine. It's like awesome. Sometimes I don't even have to retouch them. I just do the levels and that's it. Okay, well, I think this is going good. I haven't even started. I haven't even done anything. I'm just like, I've done a line. Oh, it's great. It's going so well. I think the problem with this guy is his eye is like inside of his head. So that's going to be tricky, I think, to do. We'll worry about that when we get there. And then, I don't know what to do with these feathers. If I should do like, yeah, orange. Let me zoom in a bit. If I should do like, the orange on the grey is not a good look. It's kind of making my eyes spin a little bit. Maybe the pink. I think this pink's going to be nicer. Maybe nothing. So I try to do like big patches of pencil sometimes. On the other one I didn't, just because I had so much paint on it. But trying to like almost, some of these colours too, like look how close this blue is to the paint. It's incredible. So I think this one's going to be pretty simple. I'm going to get a darker grey and I'm just going to go kind of under these feathers here, like really lightly, just like make them pop out a little bit. You guys can see that, and then kind of fade out. And actually his belly is like white, so it wouldn't be grey like this, but it's fine. No one's gonna know. We're not gonna tell anyone, are we? Cool. Greys are so comforting and calming. They are. Alright. I'm just trying to think if we want to bring any more colours into the wings. So I have the light blue, obviously, that I've been using. But I kind of wanted to bring, maybe just white, actually, will work. Oh, yeah, it does. I wanted to make the feathers a bit more, like, highlighted, that they're feathers. That's kind of fun. Let's do one more over here. Like that. I disappeared for a sec because I went to check the Bologna Fair tickets. There's a tiny chance I'll go this year and probably next year, as I'll hopefully be an illustration student then. Oh, that's awesome. Let me know if you're going. I almost always prefer my sketchbook drawing to final pieces. I think lots of people have that problem. Have you tried Prismacolor Greyish Lavender? It's such a pretty desaturated light violet pink. I haven't. I don't think I have. Do you mean Polychromos? Oh, do you mean Faber-Castell Polychromos? Oh, I think I just felt like a crack in my... No, it's just a bit of glue. Do you mean Faber-Castell Polychromos? Because I have the entire set of that. Let me just find my bag. I have the entire set of Polychromos in here. This giant pencil case, which I'm pretty sure is from Muji. But honestly, I'd have to go through all of my pencils to find it. Which I don't know. It would take ages because there's like 300 in here or something. Oh gosh, they're so hard to read. I just realized how hard they are to read. It's like gold on grey. What did you say? What colour? Greyish lavender. I mean, I'm sure if it's one of these, it'll be in here somewhere. I haven't used these pencils for absolute years, honestly. Maybe like 3 years. Ever since I got polychrome, ever since I got Caran d'Ache. I really should go through them though, because I know there's some lovely colours in there. I keep meaning to do that, like go through and have, instead of having a cup for polychroma, for one of these pencils, Caran d'Ache, have like, you know how some people have like greens, reds, yellows, oranges, but I mean, guys, that would be, literally my desk would be covered in cups. It would allow me to buy more cute cups though, but it seems like a lot of work also. Funnily enough, if I paint something as a sketch and it turns out good, I lose the will to make a fair copy. That, yeah, Artie, I completely with you there. That happens to me too. Like if I sketch something, I'm like, ah, oh, it looks so cute. I don't want to ruin it, like the idea of it, you know? Totally get that. Okay, let's do the little leggies. Let's do them black or violet, I guess. So these have like, I think they're webbed feet. I'm really bad at drawing webbed feet though, so I just draw little triangles and I call it a day. And honestly, no one's called me out on it so far, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. And then I love they have these little like circles for their knees. I think they're so cute. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit more of this violet underneath, just to kind of blend it all in. Ta-da! My pencils ended up rolling off the desk and then breaking inside. Which ones, Wendy? Which pencils? I hope they weren't your... Did you get Caran d'Ache? I can't remember. Alright, I've almost finished this guy actually. I'm not going to do too much to him. I'm just going to keep him super simple like this. I think that's fine. We need to do the eye though, which I'm a bit concerned about. Because, like I said, it's black on black and it's going to be very difficult to see. So one thing we could do is use a paint pen, which remember Artie said a while ago to use Posca pens and I totally snubbed her idea. When I'm thinking about using a paint pen, I've got these jelly rolly thingies. I've got this Edding. Only problem with this is if it comes out thin, it doesn't look good. And then it just kind of like smears. That's why I'm always worried about using these. Or we could use a white pencil and hope for the best. Or those are my only options. Or we should have gone back in time and thought about this and pre-planned it. But hey, I do not have a time machine. So we'll try pencil first. Greyish lavender is a Prismacolor. So that wasn't a Prismacolor? What was that? Faber-Castell. Polychromos. Starts with a P. You said Prismacolor in your previous one and I just completely ignored it. In that case, no. I've never used Prismacolor. I've only ever used Prismacolor Color erasable color pencils, which when I first got them, I got them in a scroller box and I think I used them in a YouTube video, and every time I have to say their name, I had to say Prismacolor Color erasable colored pencils, just because it's such a fun thing to say. You try it, guys. Prismacolor Color erasable colored pencils. I can't even say it twice. I get so confused. It's a fun thing to say. Emma's here. Hi, Emma. I'm a bit late. Oh, you're only like an hour and 34 minutes late. It's totally fashionable. Okay, so big question. Are the eyes completely in the black area or are they half and half? Because in some of these sketches here, I have them as half and half. Like, let me just quickly take you on a tour of my Pinterest. Birbfest. So if we look at this one, this is the clearest one where you can see the eyes. So yeah, it's in the black. It's in the black bit. This one here. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely just in that little head part, isn't it? That's annoying. Silly bird. I have struggled with bird toes. Yeah, I normally just do lines. Like, I don't even do a proper... I don't think he needs an eye. He's given emo sweep and fringe vibes. No, I gotta give him an eye. It looks weird with that one. And let's just try it. I'm hiccuping, by the way, if you're wondering why I sound weird. You know what? I like it when I did half and half. Look on these guys here. I did like the eye half and half. I'm gonna do that. It doesn't have to be accurate, does it? Oh, it looks better already. And now let's just go around with the white pencil. Like, it's pretty much perfect. I have outdone myself. Perfection. Pure perfection. I'm curious to see what these are like though. Let's just try them on here. I don't know why I'm shaking them, but yeah, these are awful. God, I hate paint pens. I hate those rollerball pens. They're so bad. This is a jelly roll. That one's not too bad. And then this one's the Edin. This is an actual proper paint pen, but it's really watery. Look how, well, you guys can't even see it. Look how watery this is. Sorry, I didn't realize how zoomed in I was. I don't know why I keep these pens. I should just throw them away. All right. I haven't dropped any of my new Caran d'Ache yet, so let's not put that energy out there and jinx me. I don't know if you can break these Caran d'Ache. I think they're the ones, are they like glued to the wood or something? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it said that they're not easily breakable. And Wendy, I have dropped these pencils on the floor so many times. Like I'm dropping pencils all the time. Dropping them like they're hot. So bad. And they haven't broken yet, so fingers crossed your pencils will be okay, even if you have a clumsy moment like me. Let's just do a little bit of blending. Why not? Don't normally blend, so I'm not quite sure why I am, but I just felt like it. Do you think this guy's done? Do you think he needs any more work? Oh, stars. Okay, so easy. We'll use the pink, we'll use the grey, and we got to use the blue, right? Where's the blue? Hello? I've lost the blue. There it is. Labeem's here. Hi, Labeem. Cute bird. Thanks, Ammo. And also, hi, Ammo. Half and half. Katie says half and half. Okay. I don't think she's referring to the cream. You're referring to the eye, yeah? Could use a really dark grey with a white highlight. I haven't been adding highlights to my birds. I've been keeping their pupils completely pure black or whatever colour they are. I don't know. I don't really get on with highlights, which I know is a bit of a weird thing to say, but I always find highlights, I always find they kind of make them look evil. And I don't know if that's just the way I'm doing the highlights, but I tend to stay away from them. Okay, here we're going to do some perfect stars, guys. Some perfect stars. They're not going to be wonky. They're going to be straight. Ah, oh, yes. All you have to do is believe it and you can make it real. Just have to have that positive vibes, you know, that you put out into the universe and all that jazz. All right. Drawing bird feet can go wrong on so many levels. Yeah, I haven't, some people have been drawing the most amazing, realistic, accurate birds, and I love looking at them, but I would be terrible at drawing them, and I don't think I'd enjoy it either. And I don't know if I say I wouldn't enjoy drawing anything realistically because I know I can't, or if I really just don't like it. Sometimes I think I just say I don't like something because I honestly think I would be terrible at it. Alright, here we go. So we got a little pink star. We'll put a little blue one up here. And then I'll put a grey one below. My fave white pen is the Uniball Signo Broad. I did used to have a Uniball. What's this one? This one's a hybrid gel. This one's terrible. It's dried out. Jelly Roll is awful. I remember back when I first started drawing, doing art stuff on YouTube and Instagram, Jelly Roll was like the rage. They're awful. I've had like 4 in in my art journey, and they're all terrible. But yeah, the Uniball, I did enjoy the Uniball. I don't have it anymore. Prismacolor seem horrible for breaking. Almost all of mine seem to be broken inside. I do remember that about my Prismacolor color erasable colored pencils as well. They were very breakable, which is one of the reasons I did not enjoy using them at all. I don't really think Prismacolor are very good pencils, are they? Are they good? Like, what do you guys think? Are they artist grade? Also, where should I do the star? Half of me wants to do no stars, keep it at 2. Okay, this is a question for you guys. No stars, keep it at 2. One tiny little star here, or one next to his bottom, or one here. I don't think here's a good idea. So either one here, a tiny star here, or no stars. Let's just make 2 options. No stars. I've made up my mind, no stars. Okay, we finished. No stars. I like that. I'm happy with that choice. Let's put a tiny little bit of Neocolor. I've mixed all of the colours up, so none of the colours are in the right boxes, which is fine. I just want to get a white, which honestly, I don't know where it is. Here it is. Found it. I want to put a little bit of white. I don't know if this is going to work, but just like under here to like tidy it up a bit. It worked. Nice. Let's get that really bright kind of like blue-green. You can tell the colors that I use the most because they're so tiny. And we'll just put like a tiny little bit here, not much. Because obviously this green isn't anywhere on the bird, but I just like to put it around. That's one of my favorite ones. And then also this color, which is I think salmon or flesh. I feel like it's flesh color, which I mean, whoever named it is an awful person because it's gross, disgusting name. And maybe a little bit of yellow here. And then I think I call it a day. I don't want to add too much color because it is like a gray bird. What do you think? Done? Finished? Finito? They do look beady eye creepy with highlights. Yes, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. You should do a series of April's evil birbs. I just add highlights to all the birds. I think highlights give life to art that makes more realistic and less illustrative. Yes, that's true, actually. I agree with that. For illustrative art, they aren't really necessary. I know that obviously you can do like, go overboard with the highlights, you know, like you can do the big pupils with one highlight and then a little one. I've done that before, and it's kind of like cartoony highlights, which is nice. But I also really like it when they just have, like this bird here, where he just has one black pupil and it's just kind of like dead and he's just staring into your soul and he's like, hi, I'm Norman, I eat souls, I look colourful but I'm really evil, like that. So alright, so we finished this guy. I think his eyes are a little bit small. I think it's just because I looked at Norman. Norman's like, look at me, I got a huge eye. But yeah, look how different they are with all the colour and then hardly any colour. I like this guy better. Alright, so with that I'm going to move on. We'll do one last thing just to finish off, and that's just a sketchbook or 2 pages, not the entire sketchbook, that would be crazy. Just 1 or 2 sketchbooks pages. Prismacolor are artist grade and very expensive. They break very easily. I don't understand how they're so expensive that they break all the time, because that seems very inconvenient. If I was an artist, and I like to think I am on some days, I wouldn't like pencils that break all the time. Here we go. Moving on. Unzoom. Unzoom. New page. So this book, guys, just in case you're wondering, no idea. I've had it for ages. I've had it for years. Oh, here we go. It says in the front. That's convenient. Sylvine paper stationery, super cheap, guys. I think the first one I got was in a scroller box. I think I got these from Ryman, which is like a stationery store in the UK. It's super cheap, but the pages are actually really, really nice to draw on, like just sketch on. So we're gonna do some birbs. What color name is the pink and blue? Katie, what pink and blue? Pencil, paint, or neo color? And I can let you know, I think, hopefully. Prismacolor used to be great when they were owned by Beryl Canada. Sorry, Andrew Murray, we're not doing stars anymore. Emma's keep breaking too. Silly pencils. I've had less problems with Arteza colored pencils than Prismacolor. I've never used Arteza. That looks so good. Thanks, Haley. Highlights and eyes can indicate mood, character, and feelings in character illustrations, though. Artie, you're right. I do try to keep my characters completely devoid of all emotion, so I probably should stay clear of highlights. The paper does seem nice. It is nice. The artist Jane Davenport, I've heard of her. Bybun uses her a lot. Uses Prismacolor all the time and always talks about being gentle with them. I'm not a gentle person. I am rough. I am clumsy. I'm like the worst person in the world to tell someone to be careful and responsible or something. Okay, we're gonna move on to sketching these little guys. So cute. They are called Eastern Yellow Robins, I think. So what I'm doing with these, I just pick a random pencil. So this one's kind of like bluish, I guess. And then I'll pick a couple of colors. So I don't have all the colors. They're not all gonna completely match, but maybe we could use this purple and then like this light yellow. And I think that's all I do. Let me check. Yeah, that's all I do. And I've also been really enjoying using like a black pen for the eye. If I can find it. Oh, here it is. Cool. Let's see if we can just keep it on one page. We'll do one page for Eastern Robins and one page for the other ones. And this is where you can really warm up after you've been drawing for 2 hours. Probably should have done this first. But this is where it's super fast. I'm just trying to like, I don't even know why I started sketching. I think I started sketching them because I wanted to use them as warm-ups, but actually I don't normally sketch and then draw. I normally do all the sketches and then I draw from the sketches. So now I think I kind of use it more as like a stylization technique, I guess, to kind of like figure out what the shape is. And I've definitely gone off the page, but oh well. I've got another Patreon question. Would you ever consider doing some private Zoom meetings with the patrons and just doing some cozy chat and draw? I don't know. I thought it would be nice in real life chats. We did used to do that actually. We did that every month. Well, what was it called? I think we just called it Art and Chat or something, where we would meet on Teams and then we would chat for like an hour and a half. But yeah, the last time I did it, only sometimes people just don't turn up. And I just feel like a bit awkward because it's only me. Normally it's me, Emma, maybe Katie comes sometimes, and it is really nice chatting with people, but at the same time I'm super busy at the moment, so I stopped them because I'm only doing like a tip jar tier right now, which is just kind of like for people that they want to support me and help me buy art materials, but don't like, it's not like a whole bunch of stuff, so I stopped doing them. But I'm thinking this year I'm just going to focus on art and trying to do my children's book stuff and obviously make YouTube videos and stuff, and then maybe next year 2024 I might try and reopen my Patreon. I'm just going to see where I am with everything, because I was doing heaps of stuff. I had like 5 tiers. I was doing Happy Mail, I was doing special videos, we were doing our chats, I was doing digital downloads, so much stuff, guys, and I literally was just doing stuff for Patreon and I wasn't drawing for myself. It was just too much, so I slowly got rid of tiers until now finally it's just like a tip jar tier, like £2 a month. And yeah, I would like to be a proper patron person again. I think it's super fun, and people that do it really well and can make it like almost a job, I mean, it's amazing. But I just don't think I'm that type of person. I don't think even if I started Patreon again, I don't think I'd ever get to the point where like it would pay bills, you know? It would only ever support my ever-growing need for art supplies. My complete addiction to art supplies. So I'm gonna get another colour for the branches. This one here. The pink and blue that we use for the stars, okay? Oh, Katie, you've asked me the hardest question known to man. All right, give me 1 sec. I can find the right page again. All right, so the pink is this one, quinacridone pink. No, sorry. Anthraquinoid pink. I don't know where quinacridone came from. Is quinacridone even a word? Anthraquinoid pink. It's number 571. And then the reason why I said it was hard is because this one is a replacement. The other one was like there. So this one I just grabbed from the other side of the room. It's called Chrysocolla. The names they give these pencils, my word. Chrysocolla blue, and it's number 671. So 571, 671. That should be pretty easy to remember. Norman and Roger are handsome. Thank you. I'll let them know. Constantly blowing my paper, guys. There's always stuff on it. I used to love the live chats. Ah, thanks, Wendy. Yeah, Wendy used to join sometimes, pretty much every week, every month, I mean. I just talk to myself now. Oh, Emma. If you do a monthly paid one like Morgan, I'd join. Yeah, I would love to do something like that, almost like a live stream, but get money from it. The problem is though, Morgan, the reason why I think Morgan's is so successful is because she has been a teacher. Like, she teaches in university, and she has, like, I could obviously say the same things. Like, we've all done those exercises before. We can all pick references, but I think when you, especially when you pay for something, it's almost like you, like, if someone has the experience, like, you know, people that are experienced, it feels, I don't know how to explain it, but basically I'm just a general schmo. I've just learned by myself and in high school and uni, but I've never like taught for reals. And every time I feel like that's why I don't really do tutorials on YouTube. I always do like how I do something. I don't do like this is how you do it, because I don't feel confident enough to like teach something. So I don't think I could do something like that unless I have more experience, or unless I like properly plan something out. But at the same time, like, who am I? Why would people pay? You know, like, I guess, is that imposter syndrome? I don't know. I mean, it's like if I set up a thing every week to do like a motion design class, I can do that because I'm a motion designer. Even though I can draw and I know how, like, I feel like you don't have, like, who am I to tell you how to do stuff, you know? Maybe I need to just get past that though. I would always come. I'd probably feel so inspired after that. Well, maybe we can, I was going to do it on the tip jar tier too. Maybe we can start again, because it is nice chatting to people. You guys chat. It is a lot of work even remembering to post something every month to Patreon. Do you have a patron, Julianne? Just drawing this chunky guy on the side. Oh, you probably want to see the picture, right? Sometimes when I'm on Pinterest, I don't actually bring the picture up. I just draw like small. But look how just chill this is. Like, not even worried about the paper or the line or anything. Oh no, Stasha, I've just accidentally spilled hot cocoa on my sketchbook. You can do one of those painting with coffee kind of things, you know? Painting with hot cocoa. Hope you didn't burn yourself. I think the people who have many tiers on Patreon don't have a 9 to 5, or rather it is their 9 to 5. It's a lot of work. Yeah, it is a lot of work. When I was doing it, it was just when lockdown just had happened, and I did have more free time. But right now, like, it's been almost 2 years, you know, and I've got more responsibility at work, and I'm working on bigger projects, and all of that kind of makes you more tired towards the end of the day. Like, when you get home, and I know that I work from home, which sounds really weird, but I still feel like there's a period in the day where I go home. You just don't want to, sometimes you just don't feel creative, and I would get so burnt out if I was doing that now. Maybe if I was able to go part-time at work, which is a dream for the future, like to do part-time motion design, like day job, and then to do part-time Monkey Mintaka. That would be the dream, because then you would have the security of having money come in to pay the bills, because you'll be supplementing it, but you wouldn't have to worry, like, every month am I going to make enough money to pay the bills, you know? But you'd still have that time to do your own stuff. She has a good email list following too. Yeah, I need to get an email list, Artie. I'm actually drawing a chocolatier building. So ironic. The art gods are playing with me. That is funny. Alright, let's do this little dude. These birds are so cute. They are just like, I mean, they are just like typical little garden birds, aren't they? They just have an interesting colour that I don't think you see in England. Because these guys look just like, I mean, crazy to say, they look just like robins. They're called robins. But our robins are red and brown and white. Do they have white on them, I think? I do love little garden birds like this, though. I think they're my favourite because they're so like round and squishy. Wendy says, yes, there is imposter syndrome. I always said I'd never get imposter syndrome, Wendy. I always said, nah, I would get the opposite of imposter syndrome. But I guess it hits everyone. Oh, everyone's saying it's imposter syndrome. Guys, I've made it. I have imposter syndrome. I'm a real artist. Leanne says, I do have a patron. Lovely. It's in need of an overhaul and redesign. Yeah, I'm just going to keep mine super chill. And then worry about it like when I have more time. I definitely want to do more things with it, because I used to really enjoy making like just Patreon stuff, like videos. But at the same time, when you only like maybe 30 people are watching, I actually, at one point on Patreon, I had like 55 people, which was I think the most people I had, which is pretty cool. How many do I have now, actually? I don't know. But, what was I saying? Yeah, you feel like you're making this video, it takes so long to make, and then only maybe, not even all the patrons will watch it, like just people in that tier, and maybe not even all the people in that tier, maybe like half the people. So at the end of the day, it's like 7 people watching the video, when if I put it on YouTube, I'll know like at least 8 people will watch it, you know? So it's kind of like that too. Which I think, obviously, when you have more, like, not all of us can be fan-art, you know? But when you have 2,000 people, like, it totally, you know that, like, more people are going to be watching stuff and reading stuff, and it almost feels like it's more worth it to do it. Alright, let's do this little guy here. He's cute. I understand what you're saying about doing tutorials, but still learned art by yourself, so you can still talk about that. Plus, we choose to come to you for your experiences because we love your art. Aw, sweet. Yeah, I feel like I'm not really, like, truly self-taught, because I've always been in a creative job, and also at uni. So at uni, I learned graphic design, and then I went into 3D, And then from 3D, I went into motion graphics. But all throughout that time, there's still like creativity, there's still design, even storytelling in some aspects of like video and stuff that we do. So, and now with my job, because I illustrate, because I do art stuff outside of work, people at my work have seen that, and now I do illustration stuff inside work too. So like this week I did 2 illustrations for a pitch that we're doing, and then if they choose the part of the pitch, like there's several ideas that we pitch to the client, if they go for the illustration one, then I'll be on a project where I'm basically just doing illustration. And I wasn't hired to do illustration, I was hired to make videos, but because I've been like learning this skill over the years and I've improved art and illustration, now it's like going into my job. So the video that we're working on right now, a lot of that stuff is either hand drawn, I even did collage for some of it, or like frame by frame animation. So that's like super artistic as well. So yeah, I say I'm self-taught in art, even though I learned art in school. I did art lessons, I did graphic design, because I feel like I've never been to school for like illustration or painting, but a lot of the stuff I've done has helped me over the years. I feel like I've put a lot of too many markers in this one spot. My page is like, no thank you, no more markers please. These pages are so good though, like look, you can't see it through the page. I'm out of water. The music stopped. Give me a sec. I've got to find another playlist, guys. Play this one all the time. It's so boring. Just background music, though. The lives could just be draw-alongs and sharing our experiences together. That could be fun. I think about starting a Patreon every now and then, but it feels so overwhelming to me. Yeah, it's a lot, Wendy. I feel like you also need to have quite a good, like on Pinterest, on Instagram or on YouTube, you need to kind of have like a good base, because if you join Patreon, no one knows you, no one's going to join, obviously. And then if you have, like, say you have 1,000 followers on, let's just say 1,000 followers on Instagram and like 1,000 on YouTube, only a tiny percentage of those people are gonna pay more on Patreon. So yeah, I think you need like a bigger base. That's how I think people make it, like make money from it. Making content in general is a lot of work, so you definitely want it to get to some eyes. Exactly. I got so bad at watching Patreon videos. I've got so bad. I get behind them, forget about them. YouTube is good because I can add everything to a watch list. Yeah, it's true, Emma, actually. I do the same. I'm a patron to, I think, 3 people at the moment. Rebecca Green, Sarah Dyer, maybe just two people, actually. I thought there was a 3rd one, but I guess not. And I know they've posted stuff, and I haven't been on Patreon to read it or watch it. So I'm exactly the same. It is not the most convenient platform, I'm gonna be honest, as a patron and as a patron. Wait, is that right? As a Patreon and a Patreon. As a creator and a not creator. Congrats about your job, that sounds so cool. Yeah, it is really cool. I mean, it's taken a while. I've been there for over 3 years, but yeah, it's really nice. It's nice to grow into like a position that's feels more kind of like what you're about. I'm gonna have to go soon, guys, because my throat's getting really sore. I could get some more water, but I can't be bothered. And I gotta also scan my drawing in and make it pretty. So I probably just will do this one bird and then I'll go, and then I'll do this one tomorrow morning. But yeah, I'm gonna try and finish as many birbs as I can today and tomorrow. So obviously we've done 2 tonight, which is awesome. And I think we have 4 left. So I might try and bash those out if I get up early tomorrow. What I can do is I can get up early, I'll do all the sketches. They won't take long because everything's takes a lot longer when you're streaming, because obviously you're chatting and stopping and talking and making lame dad jokes and stuff. But I can probably bust out like all the painting and the sketching in a couple of hours tomorrow morning, and then they're all dry, and then after work just put on some Hell's Kitchen, do the line art, and call it a day. So I think that's going to be my plan tomorrow. Because like I said right at the start, if you guys joined afterwards, at the weekend I'm doing a hike, and then on Saturday I've got some chores to do, and also really want to paint my Warhammer models. So I want to spend like all Saturday afternoon painting my Warhammer models. My throat's so dry now. I need to get up my Instagram. I need to up my Instagram game for a long while now. I just never know what to post. I'm too boring to post daily. I just need to make more art, Wendy. That's one of your goals, right? To make more art. Like, you can always post whips, you know? Like work in progresses. I love how I had to explain that. Guys, just in case you don't know what a whip is. Work in progress. I feel like such an idiot sometimes. Alright, guys, we finished. The Eastern Yellow Robin. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Eastern Yellow Robin. I got it right. It's right there on Pinterest. That's cool. I finished. I'm so thirsty and my throat is so dry. A lot of the successful patrons seem to be at teaching. Yeah. Although, I think about people like Franard and Lee Alexson, and they're just... people just like love them so much. I'm not very active on Patreon, but I just like knowing I'm supporting my favourite artists. Yeah, that's really nice. I think a lot of people feel like that. It's really great that your offers recognises talent. Thanks, Artie. I mean, it is great. I don't know why I said thanks. I guess thanks for thinking I have talent. I do need to make more art. Maybe I should only have one Insta account. That might be my problem. Maybe, Wendy. Yeah, because you have your business account too, right? I feel like I'm working hard on posting every day, and not even half my followers see what I post on Instagram. Yeah, I don't even understand how Instagram works, guys. It is a thorn in all of our sides. My Instagram is going pretty well though, from Birbfest this month, which is awesome. Last year it grew a lot during Birbfest too, which was cool. So guys, I'm going to show you everything we've done tonight. You can have a look. So we did Norman here, Roger. I love how these are the only birds that I've named so far this month, and it's been on stream. We love naming things, don't we? We love it. Roger, Norman, and then Eastern Yellow Robin. So I'm gonna finish all of these tomorrow, all of these birbs tomorrow, hopefully, and you shall see them on Instagram over the next few days. So if you guys are doing Birbfest, good luck, keep going. Keep drawing your birbs. Only a few days left. If not, enjoy drawing whatever else you're drawing. Looks so pretty. Love the combination of yellow and purple. Yeah, nature has a lovely colour palette, doesn't she? Instagram doesn't even understand how it works. Yeah. I've gotten about 20 new followers since Brief Fest. Nice. That's a fest all about brie, guys, just so you know. Even though he's not your favourite, I think Norman turned out really fantastic. Birbfest. Katie, I was writing about Birbfest when it first started on my Apple Notes, and it kept changing it to Brie Fest as well, so I feel your pain. Alright guys, I'm gonna go because my throat is literally exploding inside of my body. It's like, water, feed me. So I'm gonna go. Thanks so much for joining. If you were lurking in the background, or if you were chatting, thanks so much. It's been lovely chatting with you guys. I'm gonna have hopefully have a YouTube video out next Thursday, and then the Thursday after that we'll be back for live streaming. So we should be back to landscapes then, which will be nice change. So yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye. Have a lovely night and a lovely weekend, and I'll see you around the internet, I'm sure. All right, bye.